Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back baby with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about bird brain Cardi B and her bird brain followers. Let's get into it, shall we? Because like Cardi B followers, they're the reason she keeps getting dragged. They are so delusional. Like, I'm wondering if she has them under a spell, because ain't no way. I've seen Taylor Swift fan base, I've seen the Kanye West fan base, but Cardi B's fan base, they are so different. Some of them, not all of them, because some of her fans, they have their heads on their bodies and they're paying attention and they're telling her to leave that man before it gets bad. Remember, Stefon Diggs' his teammates, they first gave us the heads up on who Stefon Diggs is. Not in so many words. They said they would not allow that guy near their sisters or any other woman for that matter. But we really didn't understand what they were saying. As time passed, thanks to Cardi B, we got to know the guy. Who knew Stefon Diggs before Cardi B? No one this side of pop culture had any idea what or who a Stefon Diggs was. And who knows that better than Stefon Diggs? Stefon Diggs. And who's using Cardi B like a billboard, using the shit out of her to make himself popular and to get more women and to wed them? He not wed them, but to bed them, I should say. You know, Stefon Diggs has about 6 babies coming early next year, allegedly. And it is now said that he's messing with his assistant, allegedly, the friend of the assistant, and the friend of the assistant friend. It is 4 girls that are in a circle. They're all friends and stuff, and it is alleged that he's messing with all 4 of them. And the reason why it is said that he keeps getting these women is because he gives money. Well, honey, he just got $500,000 more to float around between the sister wives because he did that touchdown, which is a bonus point. So he bagged that $500,000 one game. Outside of his contract, that's not a part of his contract. That's just the bonus, you know, when you're at work and you hit that bonus target. The thing is that you and I would get pizza for hitting that bonus target. He's getting $500,000. Now, the games the other day, because we need to talk about that game. You know, the game where both of them were dressed in Chanel. You know that song? You say you love me, you'd put me Chanel. So Stefon Diggs was there in a Chanel, like, you know, sassy ass ninja. He seems to be a sassy boy. He's a pretty boy. Stefon Diggs' sexuality, it is so questionable. It is so questionable. It is questionable. It is true. Every time I see that guy, I'm like, every time I see Stefon Diggs, when I look at him, it gives a sense that he's straddling both sides of the fence. It gives a sense. I don't know if it is true. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that's the first impression that I get, that this guy straddles both sides of the fence. That's his business. Anywho, so you remember that game where Cardi B was dressed in Chanel, he was dressed in Chanel, and when he came to the field side looking for Cardi B, they said that Cardi B was inside getting warm because she was getting cold. But I think Cardi B was leaving. And I think Cardi B told them that she was gonna go inside to get warm. That's just my opinion. I think Cardi B was leaving because Stefon Diggs was flirting with the cheerleader right in front of her. You know, that cheerleader that he did the touchdown for, and everyone was like, dude, Cardi B just had a baby for you. Let me tell you something. As I told you guys, Stefon Diggs only cares about Stefon Diggs. And if that isn't obvious by now, maybe you guys are going to learn the hard way. But anywho, after the games, the field was clear, and Cardi B, he brought her onto the field because he has to use her. He has to use her like a billboard. Cardi B is Stefon Diggs' billboard. He's using the shit out of that woman. And at this point, there isn't even any reciprocity. Maybe he gives her good money, but Cardi B needs to use him like just as how he's using her. When I tell you that Stefon Diggs is using the shit out of Cardi B, and there's no other way to put it, he's using the shit out of that woman. And you know what proved that for me? It's that very same game where he wore the Chanel, and I think the game was over. He brought her onto the field. The game is over, but they'll still linger, do some, photographs on the side with their fans, sign some, autographs and stuff. Cardi B went onto the field, and that nigga, brought her forward, bend down, and tie his motherfucking shoelace. And then, for the ones who are slow in the back, I'm not gonna threaten you all. I want to, but I'm not going to threaten you all. Like, some of y'all need to go home to your mothers so your mothers can put you over her lap and give you all some sound solid spanking. Like, oh my God, I think he proposed to her. Oh my God, is he giving her? No, motherfucker, he was tying his shoelace and he wanted you to think that he was proposing to her. The guy, he's a manipulator. That's what he does. He's highly manipulative. That's why his teammates said they don't want Stefon Diggs nowhere near their sisters because they have seen his game. These are the games that he plays with women. And Cardi B's out here talking, oh, he said, let me heal you. And then when the internet is talking to her, what do you want me to do? Push my baby back in my pussy? That is why you're getting all the shit that you're getting, and that is why you're gonna have the shit coming down on you like a mud flood, and you're gonna be so stuck in that shit that your money cannot save you because you are so fucking arrogant for a grown-ass woman, and ghetto. Arrogant as hell and ghetto as hell, and she refuses. Do you know how they say? Even when you take the pig out of the mud, you can't get the mud out of the pig. That's Cardi B. She is a part of the 1%, but like hell will this woman leave the ghetto. She refuses to leave the ghetto. And when I said a couple videos ago, when I said all of this was going to happen, people were saying, oh, she has her money, she'll be fine. Then I came back and I said to you guys, having money does not prevent you from stepping in shit. Many people didn't get it. No, you're getting it. No, you all are getting it slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. So, you know what they did? You know what Cardi B fans did? And Cardi B's fans are the reason why I'm going to keep dragging her ass, because like, I am determined to cause a ripple effect through her fans. Like, they need to wake up. They need to wake the heck up. You know what some of them told me? Bitch, she has a man. Go get yourself a man. I was like, okay, that's why you all have AIDS. And then someone is going to tell me, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Yes, bitch, I said it. That's why you all have AIDS. You all, should I pause this video and go get a spoon and show you what you guys are doing so that you guys get the picture? You guys are eating applesauce out of the same jar with the same spoon. You all keep licking back and passing around that saliva. That is why y'all have AIDS, HIV, so many STDs and so many other STIs, because you believe in sharing a penis as though it's a spoon. And even when you go to a restaurant, what does the restaurant do? And what should they have? And if that restaurant is not in accordance to the law, what happens? The health inspector does what? Shut down that restaurant. So why are you out here encouraging such nasty behavior if you wouldn't eat at such nasty restaurant? Why do you want women to live such nasty lifestyle? You girls are so nasty that if you think, trust and believe, let me calm down a bit. You people that are past the age of 28, I will see with the younger folks, because they're young. But you people past the age 25, 28, what's the reason? What's the reason that you all are out here living like old harlots? There's absolutely no reason for such behavior to be promoted on the internet. And you know what's bad about this? What's bad about this is that Cardi B doesn't live a promiscuous lifestyle. She doesn't. It's just that she has bad taste in men. And what happens is that it's the woman like Cardi B who is always getting the AIDS, the STIs, and the STDs from the men. Because when they realize that they have a man that loves to share his spoon, and he loves to share the spoon without the spoon being protected and sanitized and all of that, everyone keeps getting infected. And it's women like Cardi B who always ends up getting the shitty end of the stick. But you want that girl to stay because you all want to believe in a fake ass. Like you all watch so many Disney movies that you don't know when to wake the fuck up. You people don't know when to wake the fuck up. The movie's over. The curtain has closed. This is reality. It's as though you guys want to live vicariously through this woman at any cost, even her health cost. Like, Offset has slept with so many women and she slept with him. And then she comes back and she's doing the same thing with Stefon Diggs. And you guys are there like some freaking ass puppet. Yay! Sharing on that nonsense, nasty, dirty lifestyle as though it's something decent. When you see the podcast bros who normally have no respect for women, who normally talks about their woman has to be this way, like everyone is telling Cardi B to get the fuck out. But you know who is telling Cardi B to stay? The nasty, dirty, low down ass, cheap ass bitches who thinks that money is all there is to life. You have no morals, you have no values, you have nothing about you. And I'm sure your grandparents did not rape, well, maybe your grandmother was a prostitute too. So, let me not even, seems as though some of your grandmothers were prostitute too. Seems as though you're coming from that lineage of prostitution and lineage of getting abused and being given everyone's DNA. Like for real? For real? Would you walk around having people, just random strangers spitting in your mouth? Would you have anyone for that matter just spitting in your mouth? If that's your partner, it's different. But will you just walk around having random strangers spitting in your mouth? Do you realize that's what Cardi B is doing? She's having random strangers spitting in her mouth. Yeah, that's what she's doing, and that's what you guys are encouraging her to do. Everyone is exchanging saliva and other fluids. Y'all are some nasty motherfuckers. You people, you're very nasty. You're very whatless. You're very careless. You guys are the worst of the worst. The ones that are encouraging that kind of behavior, that is. At a certain age, cut that shit out, and it should not be happening. And if you used to dip and do when you're young and silly because you could not control your raging hormones, at some point in time, you have to stop and say, whew, I've really been out there. I can't be staying out here, It's time for me to go back in. and live a decent life that's pleasing to your body. Respect your body. Have some respect for your body. But that man played Cardi B like a freaking fiddle, and y'all are, yay, oh my god, is he giving her a ring? I think he just proposed to her. No, dumb bitches. He tied his shoes lace. He's using her as a billboard. You dumb motherfuckers. That boy is a user. And even when he gives her a ring, it's gonna be for his own personal gains, you dumb motherfuckers. Cause you're so fucking dumb. You women are so desperate that it just eats at your brains and causes you to be slow. Y'all are some dumb bitches. That's the Cardi B fan base who keeps telling me, oh, you need to get yourself a man. I don't need to get a man to feel complete. Self-love is what you need to focus on, and finding yourself and healing yourself. Y'all are so slow. But anywho, that's it. Love me or hate me, I don't care. I don't care. Once I speak my truth, that's the most important thing. I feel much better now. Bye.